Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most legendary structures on Earth, the Great Wall of China. You've seen it in movies, on postcards, in textbooks, but how much of what you think you know is actually true? Stick around, because some of the myths we're busting today might shock you. And trust me, you've definitely heard at least one of them. Let's get started. Alright, myth number 1, and it's a big one. The Great Wall of China is one long, unbroken wall stretching thousands of miles. Nope, not even close. Fact: the Great Wall is actually a network, a massive, sprawling system of walls, ramparts, ditches, fortifications, trenches, beacon towers, and natural barriers, built by different dynasties over 2,000 years. Imagine if you took all the versions of the iPhone, from the first to the newest model, glued them together, and called it one phone. That's basically the Great Wall. Different emperors built walls, others abandoned them. Some rebuilt new ones on top of old ones. Some didn't bother with walls at all and used rivers or mountains, the original environmentally friendly defense strategy. So the real Great Wall, more like the Great Wall Collection. Okay, myth number 2, and probably the most famous of all. The Great Wall is the only man-made structure visible from space. This one gets repeated everywhere. Classrooms, trivia games, even by astronauts in movies. But, unfortunately, it's false. If you're in space looking down at Earth, the Great Wall looks about as visible as a shoelace on a football field. Fact: from low Earth orbit, astronauts can't clearly see the Great Wall with the naked eye, because it's narrow, it's the same color as the environment, and it blends into the landscape. But you can see things like city lights, airports, and giant roads, not the wall. So no, the Great Wall is not the universal signpost saying, "Made in China" to passing astronauts. Let's tackle myth number 3. The Great Wall was built to keep out the Mongols. Now this one's partly true, but also wrong. Fact: the earliest walls were built during the Warring States period, hundreds of years before the Mongol Empire even existed. The Qin dynasty unified those walls around 221 BCE. Long before Genghis Khan's great-great-great-grandparents were even born. And when the Mongols did arrive, they actually got past the wall by bribing guards. Classic. During the Yuan dynasty, the Mongols didn't tear down the wall, they just ruled right over it. The Ming dynasty later rebuilt and reinforced huge parts of the wall to defend against Mongols and other nomadic groups. So yes, the Mongols were one reason, but not the original or the only one. Myth number 4. One emperor ordered the Great Wall built all at once. This one sounds epic, like the emperor slammed his fist down and said, "Build me a 13,000-mile wall right now." But the truth is far more human. Fact: the Great Wall wasn't built in a single project. It evolved over 9 dynasties, more than 20 centuries, with millions of workers across generations. It would be like crediting one person for every road in the United States. Each dynasty built what they needed. Some extended old walls, others made new branches, others reinforced weak sections. So instead of one emperor's big idea, it was a huge, messy, continuous project shaped by shifting politics, geography, invasions, and good old-fashioned imperial paranoia. Myth number 5. The Great Wall is perfectly intact today. This one might disappoint you. Fact: about 30% of the wall has disappeared, gone, eroded, collapsed. And some sections, they're just dirt mounds now. Meanwhile, the photogenic, beautifully restored sections you see in movies, like Battling, make up only a small percentage of the whole structure. The rest ranges from kinda ruined to basically a pile of ancient dust. Nature, time, and centuries of villagers taking bricks for home construction have all played a part in its slow but steady decay. Myth number 6. The Great Wall was just a giant wall. Nope, it was way more than that. Fact: the Great Wall was a full defense ecosystem, including beacon towers for signaling enemy movements, barracks and garrisons for soldiers, watchtowers spaced out for surveillance, strategic passes, and natural obstacles like rivers, desert dunes, and cliffs. Think of it like a medieval security system. The wall wasn't the only feature, it was part of a much bigger network. Imagine combining a fortress, a border patrol system, a messaging network, and a highway. Boom. That's the Great Wall. Now, myth number 7 is one of the darker and more dramatic ones. Millions of workers died and were buried inside the wall itself. You'll hear people say that human bones literally hold up parts of the wall, but here's the fact. While thousands of laborers did die during construction, because, honestly, ancient construction was brutal, there's no evidence that human remains were mixed into the bricks or foundations. No skeletons inside the wall. No grim mortar. No spooky undead construction crew. I mean, just think of the logistics. No emperor wants a wall made of bone goo. They needed structural integrity, not ghosts. Labor was harsh, yes. Prisoners, soldiers, and peasants were all conscripted, but buried inside the wall. That's a myth born from poetic exaggeration. Myth number 8. The Great Wall was an impenetrable defense that stopped every invasion. If only history worked that cleanly. The fact is, the wall helped slow down invasions and made raids harder, but it wasn't unbeatable. Nomadic groups could bribe guards, find weak points, break through gates, attack areas without walls, or even launch diplomacy or alliances instead of force. And let's not forget, in 1644, the Manchus entered through Shanhai Pass, when a Ming general literally opened the gate for them. Walls can stop armies, but they can't stop betrayal. Myth number 9. The wall is uniform. Same height, same style, same bricks everywhere. Nope. The fact is, the wall changes dramatically depending on where you go. In the mountains it's tall stone brick. In the desert it's made of mud and reeds. In some rural parts, it's just earth stamped hard. And in snowy regions, sections were reinforced for icy conditions. The wall adapted to whatever materials were available, and whatever threats needed to be defended against. So if you travel along it, don't expect endless, insta-perfect stone paths. Expect variety, a lot of it. So after busting all these myths, what is the Great Wall of China? It's not a single wall, it's not visible from space, it wasn't built all at once, it wasn't perfect or impenetrable, and it definitely wasn't a giant cemetery. The Great Wall is something even more impressive, a massive, 2,000-year-long, multi-dynasty engineering project created by millions of workers, adapting to geography, politics, war, and time itself, a symbol of human determination, persistence, creativity, and cultural identity. Perfect? No. Mythic? Absolutely. But the truth is even better than the legends. So, which fact surprised you the most? Had you heard any of these myths before? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive into history's greatest misconceptions, don't forget to like the video, hit subscribe, smash that notification bell, and share this with your most myth-loving friend. Thanks for watching, and remember, history isn't just about what happened, it's about what people think happened. See you next time.